Did you want to go first?
No.
Hi, I'm Helen.
And I'm Rosie.
And this is the Fibre Tribe.
Well, we hope you're all well today. We're all right. Are we all right? Apart from tooth, are you okay?
I'm just tired and hot.
It is a bit hot. Take your cardi off.
I'm drinking hot tea. But I was wearing this on the first episode, so...
Alright.
I feel like
But I think I need to...
my hair's grown since then.
Yeah, get a template of that. Cardigan.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that in a bit. So hi. It's been a while.
Yeah, lots of things have happened. I'm at home alone mostly. Well, no, you keep popping in, bringing little legs.
Yeah.
But you are...
We are moved back into our house after the renovation was finished somewhat. There's still
a renovation.
There's still a lot of snags to do, and if you want to hear about it, we'll talk about it at the end. But if you're just here for the crafting, we should start with that so we don't bore people to tears.
Yeah. So I haven't... Well, yes, I've been doing me cardigan, but I haven't done as much as I thought I would be doing. Now
that you're on your own.
Yeah. I can't settle as well in this room.
We're in the living room.
As I can in now that I'm in the main bedroom. It's such a lovely room that I tend to do all my knitting, and I've all my knitting up there, and I just can't. I used to sit in an evening at my old house, and I'd have all my stuff around me
in the living room.
Be on the settee, this sofa with my feet up, watching something on the TV and knitting, and I just can't seem to settle in this room. But I think as it gets more spring-like, summer-like, and
you're still bedding in, aren't you?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So you feel like you haven't done much. I think you've done quite a bit.
Well,
this week I'm going to put in like before and after pictures because we haven't done that before, and I really like that when I watch Flosstube because I can't always remember what it was the last time I saw it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and put that in the editing.
So, no
finishes.
No finishes.
I had 2 finishes.
Oh, how have you managed that?
They were only small finishes. Like,
oh yeah,
I only had a little bit to do, so I think it's I think that's a cop out. So my first one was it's a finish for now on the Stitching Book Club's Sense and Sensibility Sal. So this,
so pretty, little dinky.
So this is on 25 count linen, just plain white, and I'm doing it 1/1 on the colour conversion for the white fabric. But I think it's so pretty, and I don't know what it's gonna look like because it's a mystery sal, but it's gonna be
alright.
It's cute.
And how big is it going to be eventually?
It's not going to go more than this frame, but I'm not sure how far it goes out or what's going to be down here, or if it...
And have you decided how you're going to frame it?
I don't know if I'll frame it. I don't know if I'll make it into a large-ish pillow or something. But I'm just liking it being really small. So yeah, I'm excited to see how that one goes. But yeah, that was a pretty quick one. I think I only did like 2 sessions on it before.
You did some here, didn't you? When where was Anna? You'd come round. She must have been with Grandad.
So yeah,
that was it. You were going to do it. You brought it round last week. We were going to do this last week.
Yeah, we were going to film last week, but we never
Yeah. Yeah.
So then my other finish is my Little House Needleworks Needleworker, which I love, but it was a bitch. No idea why.
I know.
I just kept going wrong. Nothing wrong with the pattern. Wasn't particularly difficult. Just one of those ones that you think.
Yeah.
But I'm going to frame this. I don't know where I can get a frame this big. It's like kind of long.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can find something.
Yeah.
If not, there's places that I could get one made rather than go to a framing shop, which I would do my big one. This is kind of not
not so precious.
Yeah.
But it's cute. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. And it was my first time really using classic colourworks. So that was fun. So all these variegated threads.
Yeah.
And I probably haven't used them right. I could probably learn to use them a bit better and get the variegation how I want it to flow, but I'm happy with it. So
no, I think it's effective.
So this was 32 count Natural Linen by Zweigart with the call for classic colourworks, and I'm just happy it's finished because I no longer have to swear at it.
Yeah, you did do some swearing. Yeah.
Did a lot of swearing, like even more than usual.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Just one of those things. So yeah, I was happy with that. Happy to have a finish.
So that's a finish.
It's a FO, a finished object. It's not an FFO,
fully finished.
Fully finished object. Will be when I've framed it.
Yeah.
And you'll see it when I've framed it.
Yeah.
So no finishes for you?
No finishes.
What else have we got? So what have you been working on?
Well, I was working on these. Do you know I got all excited about Winnick Mum's new sock yarn?
That was your haul from last time.
Yeah. Well, I'll just probably do that one. So if you can hold it on. So I've got to the heel turn. I'm doing this one on DPNs because I got to the heel turn, but I'm doing them two at a time. So I've just got to join that one back on to the other one. And it's called Green Shoots. So it's a spring yarn. But like yours, I've pulled it out I don't know how many times. Pulled it out, gone wrong, sworn at it, started it on DPNs, then took it off the DPNs, did it working two at a time. But the cable work is simple, really. But I kept going wrong. I just kept counting wrong.
Maybe there's just something.
So it's like sort of in the naughty corner.
Yeah. It's in what Craft Prison.
Is that Craft Prison?
Craft Brenda. Handwork Maniac. She's out in Utah, I think. And she has a craft prison.
Oh, it's in the naughty corner.
It's in the naughty corner.
Yeah.
That's what we have.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's I looked at it last night and I just thought, no. Then I started, because you wanted a cardigan in that alpaca, so last night
the really soft one.
I did a swatch, and I even went wrong. It's just plain and pearl, and I went wrong.
Is that a dropped stitch?
Yeah.
Dropped stitch in a gauge swatch.
And it's the first
time
I've done a
stitches?
swatch. Yeah, probably. But I think, it's soft. Beautiful and soft. It's just a 4-ply, and it drops baby alpaca silk, and it is so soft, but it's too thin for a cardigan. I think you could do I could do like a short sleeve jumper, I could do a cardigan if you want,
You could. It would be very
but
thin.
it would be difficult, I think, to wear something underneath it. Unless it was really skin tight, you know. But it's... So, anyway, I just said to you to try the feel, because you don't like itchy wool. But I'm going to make you some socks, because you've agreed. I've got to do some measuring. Because I like to do socks. They're very therapeutic.
I just don't know how, like, they... Knitted socks, I just think of, like, as bed socks. I wouldn't wear them with shoes out and about normally.
I know, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Until I started knitting socks and wearing them. And they're so comfortable.
But I have to wear bamboo socks because my feet get really hot and
oh, right.
a bit sweaty. So I like wearing the bamboo ones.
Yeah, but it's probably the wrong time of year to start knitting your socks.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
But like I do, because I'm old and a mammy now. I have to wear slippers around the house.
Yeah.
So I need to wear socks with my slippers.
So your slippers don't get sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd probably wear them with my slippers.
Because I'm doing if you remember the Dune socks, they're still. See, I haven't even touched them. What am I doing with my life? I don't know, my head's all over the place. And I've got loads of knitting patterns that I'm scrolling through and scrolling through and scrolling through and flicking through because I've got the magazines as well.
So I have a decision wheel, and lots of Flosstubers and people on Instagram have a decision wheel.
Right.
So if you can't decide what whip to work on, you put all your whips in like a roulette wheel kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And you click, and so Julie and Alyssa, they use them.
Right.
And the wheel decides, and the wheel knows best. But sometimes you don't want to listen to the wheel.
No. Well, we'll see. I'm going to, next week, hopefully, get some predictability.
Yes.
So that
some structure.
And then, yeah. And I don't know, do you want to see what you've been working on? Well, I'll carry on with
well, I just got one because my other two were finishes. So I can't remember where I was up to.
Oh, yeah.
With St. Mary's Island, but I'm just filling in all of that blue sky. All of this. Well, past here as well, but this line. All of this is just this
blue.
So I just do it when I just need something in mind.
Yeah.
I can just stitch and stitch and stitch. And so normally, I think I talked about it before on this project that when I did my counting, I just did half stitches and then did a full stitch when there was 10. And I normally do, I can never remember it. Is it continental stitch? Is you do full cross. And there's something else where you just do half and then you come back and finish the stitch.
Right, yeah.
I always do the full stitch, but with this, I'm finding doing half a stitch and then coming back is better.
Because there's lots of repetitive.
Because it's just so repetitive.
Yeah.
Which is...
repetitions.
Yeah. So...
Yeah.
It's good for those times that you just
where you can just mindfully...
I just colour in because all of this is filled in. Everything that hasn't got something already stitched is going to be this blue, so I don't even have to count it.
It's a lovely colour blue, that as well.
It is. What colour is this?
It's like a duck egg, isn't it?
Oh, I've gotten on 3811 or 3820. I think it's 3820 DMC. But this is True Veil Stitch Kits up here in the northeast of England, and she does all of these monuments and
places of interest
from around the northeast, and she's doing some more, I believe. You know what? She just
done Penshire Monument.
She just came out with Penshire Monument.
Yeah.
So I think that'll have to be my next one. Okay, and that's like, this is nice and sunny, and then Pension Monuments at night.
Yeah.
I think it's a nice contrast.
Pension Monuments are nice because it's like on a hill, so at sunset it's absolutely stunning. Beautiful.
I haven't been up there in so long.
I haven't been up at all. But the tale of the Lambton Worm.
Lambton Worm.
Yeah, there's a song that goes with it, but I'm not going to sing it.
But she put it up on her Instagram, like a little teaser of it.
Yeah.
Of, I think it was just the moon part of the design, and then it was a swipe, and it was a picture of the Lambton Worm. So she said, "Oh, can anyone guess?" And I just put like a line from the song that's about the tale. It's like, "Wished lads had your gobs. I'll tell you the worm."
Story. Wish lads had your gobs. I'll tell you about the worm.
So if you want some Northeast culture, if you don't know much about it, go and find on YouTube. What is it just called? The Lambton Worm? Yeah. Lambton. I'll find one for you, and I'll link it down below. Yeah.
There's like folk groups sing it.
I'll try and find one with subtitles. Yeah. Or a translation.
Because it's Northumbrian.
Very dialect heavy.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
That was all I worked on. That's all my whips that I've worked on.
Yeah. So the other is this cardigan. Oh. You know, last time I said that I'd found a mistake in the pattern.
Yes. So,
and now I've got to a place where I can remember the
mistake.
The next cable set, whether it's 2 behind, 1 in front, or 2 in front, 1 behind. So that's the...
You've got the other one?
Yeah.
Is that not it? Is this it?
That's the arm.
That's the armpit.
Yeah, but I've made it as I do with my patterns. I always... I've made it longer than the pattern.
I won't stand up because I've got my comfy pants on today.
Yeah. So it needs 2 button borders there. So I've just cast on last night because I didn't know what to do. I did the swatch and then I thought, well, I'll cast on the back for this. But when I read the pattern, I just thought, oh, I don't know if I want to do cables all the way up the back as well.
What, so you would have all of this, all up the back?
It's like, well, there's no picture of it.
There's no picture of the back?
No. Oh. But it's this all the way up and then 2 at the side, and I think I'm just going to do it plain.
Yeah, I would do it plain.
And there's a cable all the way down the sleeve.
No. I think that would be weird to move your arm and have a big heavy cable and the rest of it.
No, it'll be fitted, because I'll measure it. Yeah, you to measure me arm. It'll be fitted right, so it'll not feel heavy. Well, it'll feel warm, because it's an Aran. Yeah.
It's Aran weight, so it's already heavy. Look at me knowing about knitting.
It's this. This is the yarn that I've used, but in mustard. So if you can hold that up. And it's so soft. It's just gorgeous to work with.
Squishy.
But it feels nice and soft and smooth, doesn't it? Nothing scratchy there.
No, it's not prickly. So you've cast on a back.
So I've cast on the back. That's all I've got.
Oh, you've literally just cast it on.
Yeah. But
how many stitches?
I cast it 100 and I can't remember. But I did the German twisted cast on, and I didn't have to refer to anything because I remembered. Do you remember when we sat and I was doing the YouTube?
And you swore?
In your house.
Yeah.
Before we came here. So, yeah, I'm really pleased at that I've learnt that good technique. But I've got Anna's blanket to work on. It's in the same yarn. And I've just got no...
So is everything in craft prison?
It's not... I think I'm in prison.
I think you're in
my craft's waiting nicely. It's behaving itself waiting nicely. I've lost some...
You lost your stitchy bug. You lost your knitting bug.
Yeah, and I think it's because my wool's all over and I don't know what I've got.
Yeah, we're going to go and sort things out after.
I've got it there. I can see it. Look at it. But it's all in a mess. It's all in a...
So is it in a mess in your head?
Yeah, I can't do what you can do.
No, I totally understand. If it's a mess in my head, I can't then go and just stitch on something. So I'm like, that has to be sorted out first.
So I could do you your cardigan you want. I found a lovely pattern I thought would you like, because you don't really want a button-up cardigan.
No.
You want a jackety type, really.
But you don't know what wool you've got to do it in.
But I don't know if I've got enough balls of one colour. That's why when I was messaging her, I said, do you want stripes? Do you want this colour? Do you want that colour? And he said, have you got the light green? No, it's the dark green.
Got the one colour that I chose.
I thought you liked that nice light grey heathery colour. And he says, no, I didn't like that one.
No, not for me. Not a purple, no. I don't have anything purple that would go with it.
Well, it's not purple. It's like a grey.
Purple.
Purple. Like a heathery colour.
It's heather, which is purple.
This is where we need Elizabeth.
Yes, because I don't understand colour things, and Elizabeth knows everything about colour families, and I don't. And
that's
have that.
too blue or yellow. Blue or yellow?
It's too. The yellow is too blue.
Oh, the yellow is too blue for that. You want a more red yellow. Red yellow?
No idea.
That's orange, isn't it?
But then you get into the debate of, is that orange?
Well, I don't know, because what I see might be different to what you see.
I love that. Those philosophical questions.
Yeah.
Is that what you see? You've just been told that that's orange.
Could you imagine if, when, because apparently there's so much of our brain that we don't use. And can you imagine that, sounds like morbid, but it's just the way my mind thinks. But when you die, that part of your brain switches on and it's like in sync with everybody else. You think, oh my God, purple's green.
Nobody. Yeah.
If we all saw the same.
Nobody knows.
And all felt the same.
Well, it'd be very boring, wouldn't it? I think it would be
mind-blowing.
Well, yeah. I think it would be helpful in certain situations, but
yeah. Anyway.
So you don't have anything else that you've worked on?
I'm just at the point of going through lots of, and then I'm thinking, well, I've got so much yarn. Surely I can find something that I can.
Yeah, but it's just your stitchy bug, or I say my stitchy bug.
I mean,
because I'd have so much to work on, and then I don't feel like working on anything.
See, I've got Anna's from the first video we did. I've got Anna's doll. I should get that out.
Oh, the Aragurumi.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't touched that.
I haven't touched it. I'm just thinking.
Is this why
an effort?
I think you need a wheel. I think you need to get a wheel.
Right.
And then even if you spin it and go, oh, I don't want to work on that, it might say, I want to work on that.
Yeah.
It's when you touch it and you're like, oh, please land on whatever.
Well, then you don't need the wheel then if you...
No, but it's just the wheel is there to make you think about what you want to work on.
Yeah.
So you don't have to listen to the wheel.
So is it like when you open the fridge for your tea? And you, what do I want? No, I don't want that. I don't want that. And then you get a takeaway. Yes. Do me A knitty wheel.
We'll do you a
A
wheel.
knitty, well, a craft wheel.
A whip wheel.
A whip wheel.
A whip
Yeah,
wheel.
a whip wheel.
Because then I have a space on it that says new start as well.
Right.
But I'm only allowed a new start if I have an empty project bag to put it in.
Oh, well, Mother's Day, I got...
Oh, you haven't brought them?
No, I didn't bring them down.
So is that all
They're
we
all-
worked on?
No, they're... Yeah, that's all.
We're on to haul now, so...
I didn't bring them down because they're all full of... Because when I...
No, but they were supposed to be a project bag, not a storage bag.
I put them in storage because I moved everything. Because when I moved into the bedroom, then all of the... Out of the big green ottoman, the yarn came out. Out of all of the drawers and everything, the yarn came out. We went under the bed and pulled everything. So I've put things in categories.
Okay.
In the drawers.
So they're just temporary storage and you will use them as project bags?
Yeah.
One day. Okay.
One day.
Well, I'll put some pictures in here of them about what I got at. They were just from Aldi, which is a really cheap place. But I thought they were cute.
But I have got on the way, just ordered, because I got from Mother's Day a lovely gift voucher for a shop. It's Lucy Locketland. Anybody wants to follow her on Instagram?
I will link her below.
Yeah. And she has in these toadstool socks. They're really, really cute. So as I like knitting socks, so I've ordered that kit and a little bunny kit. So it's not amigurumi.
No.
Because it's knitting.
So you've ordered another doll kit, but you haven't finished the first doll kit.
It's a whip and a new start. To add to the wheel.
It's all for the wheel. Justified.
So, but the yarn and the pattern for the toadstool stuff, well, I'll talk about that when I get it.
Yeah, we'll show that.
Yeah.
But that's what you got a voucher for Mother's Day for that. Is there any other haul?
Yes, and I haven't brought it. You say, I don't know what's the matter with me. I haven't...
She doesn't care.
I didn't bring my book down.
She didn't even bring her notes.
I haven't even made any notes. So I got some sock blockers that came all the way from
Ukraine.
And next time I'll be better.
I will. She's not with it today.
No, I'm not.
Well, I got some haul too.
Oh.
It was kind of accidental. I think it was accidental. I was looking online and I put it all in my cart. And because it was coming from America, I just put next, thinking that it would show me how much the postage would be.
Yeah.
But then it just said, thank you for your order.
Oh, well, when that happens, what can you do?
Well, we'll just see what the credit card says about that. So, I've been looking at these for a while and was inspired by Caroline at Off the Grid. She finished one of these 2 years ago? 3 years ago? She finished this.
Yeah.
So this is Counted Canvas and it's from Nancy's Needle. This is Starry Skies from her regional quilt series. And I just love it when Caroline was showing this. Absolutely gorgeous. And I've not done Counted Canvas work before. But I thought I'd give it a go. Looks pretty simple.
I like that.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the colours on this. And I think it's one of these ones that the picture doesn't do it justice.
Yeah.
And since it was coming all the way from America, I couldn't let it travel by itself, so I got 3 more. So I got these ones, not necessarily for the colours, and Mum agrees, she doesn't really, the colours aren't really inspiring, but just for the pattern, I can always change the colours. So this is Catch a Falling Star, again from the regional quilt series. And the Woodland Star. And then I just got this one as well. I thought it was cute. Christmas Barn Quilts. This is from the Holiday Barn Quilt series.
So So did you just get the pattern or did you get the threads?
No, just the pattern.
Yeah.
And they're all like specialty threads, so it's gonna be spendy when I do it. But I think it's just it's something different than cross stitch, but still something that I could probably do. So if you do canvas work and have got any tips for an absolute newbie,
well, that sounds as if it's like colouring by numbers, is it?
No, it's if I look, so it's more like tapestry.
Oh, I see. Right. So it's not cross stitch.
Not cross stitch.
Ah.
So this is why I think it's going to be easier. Not easier, but I'm going to be able to do it.
Oh, well, if you feel that you're good at that there's a jacket that I was talking to you about earlier that has embroidery on.
Oh, but no, embroidery is something completely different, and I don't think I could do embroidery because this is still counting the holes and you've got to be very precise, whereas embroidery is just too...
Right.
It's not orderly enough for me, embroidery.
Well, these patterns on this jacket, I'll show you.
Or maybe it's not embroidery then. Maybe it's something else.
Right.
Because embroidery is just very free and you do
Right.
it, but if you're in holes and you've got to count,
right,
I'm all in for it.
Okay.
But yeah, that was my accidental haul that
accidental.
I wasn't too mad about.
Yeah. How are you finding your stitchy corner now that you're back home?
Oh, it's all a bit weird.
Anna?
Actually, I've got a separate video that I'm going to put in because I was rearranging, and I've rearranged since the video. But I was, so you know the Needleminder helmet thing that I showed in the last video.
Right.
The little thing that you stick them on, you can hang it on the wall and like kind of display.
Yes, and you sent Elizabeth one.
Yes. So I was trying to hang that up in my little stitchy corner, and here's what happened. Insert video here. Hi everyone. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of me sorting out my stitching spot in my living room, putting everything back since we moved back in. A lot of my whips have had to go upstairs because Anna's so mobile now, but this is where I stitch. So I have my Lowry frame and like my notions bag that always sits there, a few little whips, my oat jar. This is my bureau that's got everything in, but it's a good kind of little storage, and put things on the top so it's out the way for Anna. So this is my little piece of wall that I want to fill with some more smalls, but I also wanted to hang my little pin / needle minder pelmet from Clotty Cat Crafts up in that corner, so it's a nice place to display them, a little piece of art around my smalls, but still out the way of little fingers. So I was coming over here and thinking, where do I want to hang this? So I thought maybe it can just sit under this piece. This is a temperature quilt by Stitchin' Mommy on Etsy. And I thought, the way that it's positioned, it's a bit too big. Comes down a bit too far to my bureau. I thought maybe I could hang it over here and put some finishes around it once I find out. So I think, oh yeah, that's good. And oh, what's that? My needle minders are sticking to the wall. Oh, that doesn't seem good. Why is that? Oh, there's a power socket there, which makes sense. Our wires run up the wall because we have a concrete floor, which is a good job I found that out because I was just about to stick a nail in this wall to hang this up. Most of our frames, a little gallery there, our little wedding bits there, they're mostly hung with command strips, so they just stick. We don't actually put nails in the wall, but obviously this has to hang on something. So I'm very glad I found that out before I put a nail into a wire. So if you're ever hanging pictures and you need to find out if there's wires behind your wall, just use a needle minder. You can see it goes all the way up the wall. So yeah, that's fun. So now I'm going to have to find a new place for this to live. If this is too near the sofa for little fingers, whether it'll just have to live there for now. I might have to get behind my finish there and hang it up a bit further so it looks a bit better. But yeah, good quality needle minders are very strong. It's been a public service announcement from the Divi Stitcher. Stay safe. So my stitchy corner is getting better. I'm glad that I got my Lowry stand back because I missed that.
Yeah, and on the right side of you.
It's on the right side.
When I was living with you, it was on the wrong side.
It was on the left side, and I'm a right-handed stitcher, so it just didn't work completely well. But also, I need to get a wide arm for it. For when I'm working on my really small frames. Yeah. I'm like right up against the arm of the chair. But it's just a complete mess because we've just had to box off this corner of the room so Anna can't get to, it's all like
Anna-proofed.
Yeah, there's a big extension cord of wires all in there. I had put all my whips and stuff upstairs, but because now we've got this quite a big space in the living room that's blocked off, I can put everything down there. It's not the prettiest. It's not how I would like it. But when you've got a 1-year-old, nearly 1-year-old, it's what you gotta do. So yeah, I had worked on one of my big full coverage ones, but I'd only put literally 2 threads in, so I didn't bother bringing it over. No. But it was nice to be able to work on something that big because I can't hold an 11 by 11 Q-snap in my hands. So my plan is just to kind of go by the wheel. Yeah. Now that I've got everything back. Yeah. Because I only had my little ones here at Mum's. And it'd be nice to do some of the big ones. Yeah. So you're going to try the wheel?
I think yes. So you put it on the phone, do you?
I'll put it on your phone.
Yeah.
We can do that.
I think it might motivate me. I think I'm just stuck in a
rut.
I'm trying to find me
groove.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. I have to change it up every now and then. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes I'll just be monogamous and just work on one, and then I have to change it up all the time. So if I've got one.
Yeah. You see, a couple of years ago I was into me crocheting big time, and I did all those blankets for Auntie Sheila.
Tons of blankets.
And they're all patterned and all, kits. And I really enjoyed that. But of course, I suppose it was repetitive. Mm-hmm. Didn't have to think much.
Yeah, it depends what you want.
Satisfying because I think the difference between knitting and crocheting is crocheting you get, for me, it works up quicker. Mm-hmm. So you see a result quicker.
Yeah. So sometimes you want that, and sometimes you're like, oh, I'll have the puzzle of trying to figure out this pattern.
So Grandma's shawl thing that I did in that same yarn,
the orange,
that was crocheting, and I did it within a couple of weeks. Yeah. And it was, when I wasn't picking it up all of the time. No. But, of course, it's too heavy for a scarf. So I might nick it back off her and do a thin one. Yeah. So, yeah, I've got Madonna song going on in my head now. Get into the groove, but you got the truth. Don't know the words, but
awkward.
That's what's in my head.
That can be the title. Yeah. Get into the groove. So that's all crafty stuff, I think.
For now.
For now. If you want to leave us here, thank you. And we will see you soon. But if you want to stick around for some life stuff, be a bit nosy, like I like to be with other people. So yeah, we've been back at the house for a week and a bit.
Yeah, it's coming up 2 weeks on.
Feels longer than that.
It's 2 weeks
on Sunday.
Yeah, but you were sort of moving on the Saturday. Yeah. And the Friday, because you were putting the wardrobes up on the Friday as well.
The Thursday. And the Friday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the builders were done, and then we just had to wait for the carpets to get put in, and then the
cleaning.
IKEA wardrobes were delivered because they're the really tall ones and we couldn't get them in the car. Then we spent all of Thursday and Friday building them. Me, my dad, and Alex. And I think it was quite good. We were quite a good team. Got into the groove of it. I'll put some pictures up of, but I'll do kind of like before, during, and after pictures of sections of the house. But yeah, we had to wait for the...
Oh, because no, the Friday, I think that's when you took the bed upstairs.
Upstairs. So the wardrobes were done and the bed came upstairs because we got a super king size bed. Yeah. So we couldn't build the wardrobes with the bed there. Yes. So the wardrobes had to go, the carpet had to go down, the wardrobes had to go up, the bed could go in, and then we could sleep there. So now we have our bedroom, and the guest bedroom has now been turned into an office. There's no bed in there now because Alex is working from home. I will be working from home whenever I go back to work. I'm supposed to be starting on Monday, but I don't think I will. I think I'll still be on furlough, so we will just see how it goes. So yeah.
So which means that when you moved out,
you moved into the big bedroom.
I moved into the big bedroom. This sitting room, I suppose, because I got used to the sitting room in your house with Anna's stuff in it and Anna being toddling around. And then this room was Anna's stuff in it, Anna toddling around, and the routine of the day was basically in this room, wasn't it?
Yeah, we spent most of the time in this room. Yeah. Because the kitchen's just through there, so it's kind of back and forth. You don't really need to...
So it sort of looks bare, and of course I haven't got my own touch yet here.
You haven't decorated, you haven't put many pictures up?
No. Well, because I need new frames, and there's no shops open with frames, and I like to look at things. I know you youngsters can just look online and say, oh, I love that. I like to have a look at it and a feel of it. And of course, just making it mine, and it's just strange.
Yeah, I think that's part of your...
Have to nest.
Yeah. You're not comfortable just to sit somewhere. You haven't got your nest. You haven't got your nest sorted out yet. Yeah, that's a fair thing.
So and there's still lots of stuff to go in the loft and boxes to unpack. So I'm not there yet, but
no. But just getting used to living by yourself, because you haven't lived by yourself for 4 months now.
Was October. I was back and forwards after the crash. October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 5 months nearly. That's been, because Elizabeth was coming to stay with me after.
Yeah. So that's a big adjustment.
Yeah. And I think with lockdown as well, still going on, it's not, can't just go and meet somebody for a coffee.
No.
Or
there's nowhere to go.
Well, I'll pop to the metro centre, I'll meet you there and we'll have a coffee and then I'll go and have a look at some curtains or cushions. Because that's what you do, isn't it? When you're nesting.
Yeah.
So it's a bit sterile, that's what it is.
It is.
It's a bit sterile. But, no, I'm pleased with it. Pleased with where I am. Just round the corner. I had little Anna for a sleepover last weekend. And she was fine.
Me and Alex had sushi. Anna has to eat everything that we eat now. And I don't think I could have let her have sushi. Could have let her have one of those Mackie ones. The little... Yeah. I don't think she would have liked the seaweed though. Would have been funny. But yes, we just got to have dinner by ourselves. Yeah. Which was nice. And I think she's staying at Grandad's house this Saturday because it's Alex's birthday. But Alex doesn't know yet. So I'll be surprised for him that he has child-free birthday. His first birthday as a dad. Yeah. Yeah. I can't believe she's nearly 1.
I know. Where's it gone?
Scary.
Yeah. It is. I'm just too clever for her own words. She is.
She's so funny. And your tooth?
Yeah, emergency appointment at the dentist. The dentist was, when you go into doctors and dentists and you think, it's hard sometimes, and especially these days. But this dentist was lovely. So first time there, so I hadn't had my proper introductory thing, and he explained because they were sort of backlogged, but got an infection that could turn into like an abscess. So yeah, got there early, got some antibiotics. Toothache kept me awake last night, but sure it'll soon be okay. Just little bits and pieces that's niggles.
It's very niggly. Does anybody else feel very niggly?
When there's a big thing that happens, I think you can cope with it, or you think, right, I'm not well. I'll stay in bed, or I'll be looked after. But there's like one niggly thing after another niggly thing. So I've got this crick in my neck that keeps happening. All of a sudden it'll go into spasm. And it's like...
But then you add the COVID thing on top, so you can't go see a physio.
No, go do it online. Well,
when you just want someone to go...
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can't go see anyone.
Can't go see anyone. I think it's like most people, isn't it? Tired of it now.
Pandemic fatigue.
Yeah.
But we've got to keep going. We're nearly there.
Yes, I've had my first jab. So that's good.
You felt fine afterwards?
No side effects at all, I don't think. I think I thought out sneezing, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think that was to do with the jab.
I think that
it was dusty.
Yeah. Could sneezing be a side effect? I don't know.
Could be. But no, we were fine.
And I'm really lucky because I've got lovely neighbours as well. They are lovely. So that's all you want, isn't it, really?
Yeah, there's nothing terrible going on at all.
And I said to you, my garden at my last house was, I'd potter in the morning. Because it wasn't overlooked, I'd walk out in my dressing gown, with my cup of tea, and just have a look and say hello. And I've got nothing in here. It's like
it's just grass.
Blank grass and decking.
There's just a grass patch and a bit of decking where the sun goes on in the evening. No plants at all. Nothing. Not a tree, not a shrub.
Not a bush, not a flower, nothing. So, yeah.
We'll get you to the garden centre.
Yeah.
When they open. That'd be nice.
Yeah. So it's just little things, isn't it? There's nothing. I'm very, very fortunate.
We are.
Yeah, and I'm very glad about that. Oh, I watched the old with Hayley Mills Pollyanna on the Disney Plus. And that's what she said. You've always got to find something to be glad about.
Oh, yes.
So, if anybody remembers Pollyanna, we would say grateful. We were grateful for, but she's talking about to everybody to find something to be glad about. You should watch it, Pollyanna.
I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, so go find something to be glad about. We hope you have a lovely day, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
You can get some stitching or some knitting done. Even if you've got a stitchy bug, just
ride it. Just ride it and it'll come back, won't it?
Always will. It'll disappear and it'll come back. Yeah. You just ride the wave.
Yeah. Okay then. Bye.
Bye.
I'll be better next time.